Babes, I'm gonna do a string of videos on narcissism because Mars is floating over all my planets, starting from Venus to Sun, Mars, Pluto, and then far off is going to be Uranus, Mercury, and Mars is well, if you want to point at the narcissist in astrology, but not really, but that's man. It rules men. And don't get on my case, but Sam Backman and studies show that it's the man's disease because they're susceptible to their mind, and that's just probably because of their design, and so that's something that we need to look at. It's just a biological thing, and but women are capable of it more nowadays since the 90s is what they're saying. It's actually now 50-50. It used to be just like 90%. It was mainly men, but see, the thing is the nature of the dis-ease. If we're talking about what I think they're talking about, the increase from having been abused, and now your head is fucked up. You have fucked up wiring or something. All right, so everybody has that, but there's it to the point of the way that people objectify other people and they use them. They're literal. Okay, they're always an object. In psychology, they talk about the object, but if you're a healthy narcissist, the objects are outside of you, and you're gaining a perspective from there through experiences in life, and that's an aliveness. See, they don't have that aliveness. They're too fearful to live in the moment, kind of a thing. It seems like, boy, I'm just running this over, but it seems like that. And then, but so the object ends up just in their heads. It's very much like they call it snapshotting. That's what they say, and it's and then you have a picture in your head, and then they're pretty much just saying, oh well, no, well you'll have a good day today, and they're talking to only a picture. This is why every once in a while they get disrupted. They're very sensitive because that image kind of moves out of the way, and instead of that you're wearing a blue shirt with a pink dress, now you're wearing a purple one with a yellow top or whatever bottom, and they just get disoriented, literally, like. And the biggest immature thing you'll hear a narcissist say is like, after a while, and they say, you know what, after a while you changed, and it's like, no, actually life is happening and there's different situations, and the fact is, and see, a lot of people don't know this, and this is a way you'll peg a psychopath is like, this is the true nature of being human, is that you're always changing. Always, 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 always. If it's not just me gonna pet my cat right now. Hi, Lulu. I just not her. She's gonna be 17, and I just I'm so grateful for the experiences we have long term with our animals and whatever, here. People ever changing and but remaining the same in a certain way, especially if they're able to change. You can rely that they're going to be like water, and water always hits the lower point, and that's the right thing to do. It's the sound thing to do. It's like, well, that's what water does. In true intelligence, it's not going to miss a low point before we start elevating. I've told that story, and we can use the metaphor all day long, and so, but I change into sometimes I change right into leaning my car door against somebody's car door and then having this fucking malfunction happen. It's like, never in my life have I been through this, but I'm fine with the process of doing things for the first time in my life that aren't so hardy, I guess. Whew, can we avoid that somehow? There's a lot more that happened than just the obvious there. Kind of like this scene. Oh, I just love him so much. Anyway, getting back to the fact that I'm going to try and do the narcissist videos, because there is this thing. So the main thing I wanted you to look at is how that they don't want you to shine at your authentic self. Like if you have your authentic self going to come up, and now they are some of them are magnets towards people that are on their way like that, and they're there to fucking stomp that down. I made a video before this that I'll put up. That's just I made it 15 minutes ago. But I was mentioning how right now is how I'm going to start doing a string of these because I'm excited. It's like, well, this is happening because of the Mars thing, and I'm not targeting any one person. I'm saying this is 80%. And like I mentioned, the problem of it being mainly diagnosed in men, but then later on see if it's diagnosed in women. True narcissism, really, it's not. People think that narcissism is just a person with confidence. They have something that they do. They mind their own business. They're kind of they think that that's narcissism, and it's like no, actually no. They are very well. It's kind of there's the codependent, which is very common, which is kind of masked in, well, I'm going to do this and that for you, or I need to be there and get a reflection from somebody, because they are nobody and they don't know what to do from one moment to the next. Really, really, if you've ever been around one who is, okay, so I've seen this a lot in men that, and women, they call them histrionics but if they can't sit for 5 minutes is what I was trying to say. They couldn't sit with themselves alone for 5 minutes. And if you're somebody who has achieved that space, that you're just a space. Not that there's nobody there, but you're allowing the moment to unfold. You're allowing peace. If there is a goal in life, that is it, right? Why are we running around so fucking much? Because the fact is, peace is the goal. But let me get back to the fact that they can't decompress, and so that's a contagion. You're sitting there and you're going to get anxiety for some reason. You can see it's how these people just can't. It's something. It's like it's disgusting to me because because when you spend time alone and you get something for yourself, do something, a hobby, mind your own business. A lot of these people are highly religious and they're clicking together and they're stuck in this fucking web between each other and they're enmeshed and they can't think because somebody else is there thinking for them. But it's like, fine, fine. But do you guys decompress? Do you get away from each other and see, this is what happens. This is the theory. It's not a theory. This is the truth. You catch as a child, and if you can't get away from each other, you're going to get sick. You have to. Then, oh, I'm sorry. If you have a good mother, it's time for Billy to stay home and be alone for a while. He has a fever. He could be contagious. Get that? See, I look at this C-19 thing went on. It's like how peculiar that is because look at how different. Like there was a shift. There was a sift. And it's like, well, some people who simply have a connection to God and the truth more did not necessarily run for with the first compulsory suggestion, which is to just be living in fear and take all of this shit and then diagnose it, anything and everything, that particular thing, and you couldn't convince that illusion that was going on or not going on. You couldn't convince them that that wasn't going on, and that everything just turn into C-19. Of course, everybody in my town, they didn't get the flu. They all got C-19. Yep, and that's what's coming up now, isn't it? Yep. Yep. No, no. The truth is, and the holy fucking truth is, God would show us reality is God. Peace out, baby, because it shows us that every year you're going to get sick. It's terrible. It's fucking horrible. And you know what makes it worse? All the other contagions. Narcissists. Narcissists are not healing people to be around. They are proven to be lowering your immune system. And I'm here to tell you, as a higher vibrational frequency being who most of my life, I've been used to maintaining a higher vibrational frequency way away from that. Like, I don't have like an enemy. I'm not fighting it. But if it does get in my face, it's like, get the fuck out of my face. You're not going to control me, and you're not going to get me into your competition and bullshit. See, I'm a competitive person. I can be athletic anyway, and I shred the scene. Unlike a narcissist, it's like there isn't any one thing that they can say that they say, oh, I fucking shared the thing on that. I'm not, babe. See, a narcissist is like, well, prove it. Where's all your badges, and how come you're not a Harlem Globetrotter? It's like, you know what? You people are so past the point of understanding your personal journey here that has been destroyed because it's just now, and it's overlaid with these ideals and this thing that even can say that, well, no, this is part of being human. You're supposed to do something for. They really stand up and say, well, what are you contributing to the out there? You know, you pay your taxes. Did you get your vaccine? Well, you are a danger and useless to society. How do I get upside down now? How do I fucking reverse everything and pull my fucking brain out my asshole and say, you know what? I'm sure useless to myself, it's true. There isn't anything like that going on. These people aren't in depth enough to catch any fucking details to realize that, you know what, you turn your TV on just to decompress from your fucking flat lined life. Now this is something you're looking into and getting your mind going for you, and it's dangerous because that's just a possibility, but it's still not existent, but it's just babysitting your mind because you don't have anything, you don't know what to do. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway, getting back to God, this is Mars. Mars. See, I'm aggressive, not violent. Babes, there's people that just blend those words together. It's like, no, it's good to be aggressive. Be an aggressive driver. I didn't just say be a violent driver. Be an aggressive driver. Babe, driving, the word driving, um, doesn't mean to list back a little bit, hold back, pull back, recede. It means to move forward and press on and bullet, you know, and drive. I don't know how to say it, you know, twirl forth. Anyway, that's all that is, and that's what people who are, you know, that's what superheroes are made of. That's what your athletes are doing over there. You sit there and, oh, you know, I have my drive has been sucked out of me because why? How? Well, did you find a genuine interest other than making money? Money makers who are like plumbers, money making. The reason why people become dentists, doctors, plumbers, anything nowadays, babes, you've got to stop. Look at it. Look at it. Um, you can see there's a quirk there. You, me, as somebody's like, you know what, I know this kind of thing is like, especially carpentry or building anything that requires, you know, if you don't do this right, you're going to have to come back and do it again. Well, I come from a family that doesn't work on that because you know what? I just saw it's like a Porsche. I mean, you say I'll be back in 2.5 years because you want them to hire you again to do it all over again because you did it shitty the first time. Why? Job security. Money does that. Sick and tired of that. That is just making me go. I'm like, okay, can I be exempt from this fucking particular society? Can I please just, where's my, like, plaque that says, you know what, I do not have any stake in this fucking, recent, most rackety crap of shit. See, right, I'm about ready to write this article in the true Idlewild locals here. Babes, the true Idlewild locals are getting the fuck out of here because of the disrespect to the intention of having, it's a wilderness preservation area, and so a lot of things that just went includes moving Gwen Tower after Gwen Tower in here, and then all of these lights due to because well somebody breaks in. It's all the Gestapo out there, whatever the Nazis, to say, okay, now go out and break into buildings so that we can put our security system in, sell it to these owners, and some of them are halfway into it, some of them are not. What I mean is they know that was a setup. Now install your lights that can kill anything. It'll make you go blind after a while. All of that shit. That's what they're installing. It's so sad. Why, Shauna? Why do you think this is happening? People would ask me that are so ignorant, and they are just to the right and left of me, and they don't know. You know what? And you are the fucking problem. You don't even say could, may, might. You don't have a could, may, might scenario on your own. You just let them say that to you. Based in could might all this fucking shit's going on. So let's get back to that. You don't have any of that going on. Let's get back to narcissists who are falling for all of that, right? Because they live mainly in their head, and that's just amazing. I'm about ready. We're going to expose this. I mean, where the organism has this platform called the mind, and you just get in there, and then the world out there is starting to reflect how their version of reality, which is pure fear. And then look at how weird it is. I'm sorry, it is very weird. I personally want the fuck out. Now I see that I'm in a cage and it's fine and everything. It's like, okay, I get it. We're safer here in numbers as Looney Tunes, but what's safe? What's safe? Is my authentic self safe? Can I continue to go through the process that I'm going through as a spiritual person, as just a human being? Or am I shoved into this vibrational frequency of zombies that are they're saying, keep up with the Jones, keep up, and these people, I am not fooled. I'm in the perfect place to sit here and say, you know what, all of you people should be ashamed of yourself because of the overdevelopment that has gone on. You guys are just doing the run for the money. You're not planning on living a simple life. There isn't even a sense of coming together in this community. I was trying to mention how I'm going to write this article in the Facebook, because there's this thing that says True Idlewild Locals, and it's like, yeah, whatever. I'm one of the last ones that's going to pipe up, because somebody put an article in there that says, car wash, get your car washed. This has never happened. Fuck your car washes up here in the mountains. That has never fucking give a fuck about car washes. We do not care. True Idlewild Locals don't care about washing their cars. Not really. And if they do, they'll do it themselves. If it's a nice, now back away. We don't have nice cars, by the way. True Idlewild Locals. We have a truck, and we're doing elbow greasing, doing things that the mountain asks us to do, not a fucking car or your fucking money. The reason why we come up into these mountains is to lead a simple life, and it includes leaving all that shit behind. And I say, if you're willing to participate in school Earth here, where there are fucking zombies like you and zombies like me, go have your car washed down the hill. Fine, but you're going to have to do it down the hill. There's probably a lot more people that have a car wash mindset up there. You're not going to be so unwelcomed up here by the True Idlewild Locals. I just say no, and I'm going to be the one to simplify and just say, because first of all, there's a lot of pollution that comes with that. Can we look at the pollution that you might be rinsing into the waterways here? Babes, do you know where you are? Do you care? Do you care that some people care that when they see sick waters, they get sick too? When they see sick people, they get sick too. I'm having a hard time walking around out there when I go away from my space and away from the mountains. See, there's a mixture of people here. There's really healthy people here because they hike around, but then there's not. But when I go down in the desert, in the city where it's just a drain, it's a fucking gutter of unhealthy fucking people, and everywhere there is just unhealthy fucking looking diseased people. And I'm not a perfect person, but no, their bodies are diseased, and therefore their minds are fucking gone to shit. And I'm realizing each and every time that I'm exposed to that, I I have to keep from getting sick. I get a little, see, here I am, look at me. Do I look okay? No. Why? Because I went into the city yesterday and it's increasing that I have to keep doing it. Once a month is enough for me, and I'm like, I find myself, okay, so to fit in, to fit in here, I can't be happy-go-lucky. I can't smile and say, hi, how are you today? And I can't just be helping people. I can't be present with them. I can't be standing up straight. I can't be happy. Just put this, like, just be like the rest of the, I got a problem. Babes, I must be in the wrong place. Tell me, I know I am. I shouldn't be looking at that at all, right? But I notice it. Okay, so some people walking, you like to watch them walk. Why? Because it's like they're 2 feet off the ground. Their bodies, they're in bliss. They are called a bliss body. But when you see a pain body who their bodies are a fucking problem. It's like luggage, right? Of course. I mean, they haven't got it, and then and they're you can see they're like they're hobbling. They're hobbling. And it's like right there, that looks great. This is really filling me up ecologically as a human being looking at this other source of human connection. I'm really filling up myself. It's almost like artistry. I'm getting nourished. I feel really good looking at that. Not. Sorry. I'm not dissing people that have. I'm not perfect either. I'm getting older and I have some things I try to, but I still, all of this stuff that I've just mentioned, when I took a deep breath, it says, by the way, tell them it's bliss. All the pain that I'm feeling, it's bliss. I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you. God, that was amazing. I'm feeling like I'm a teeter-totter. I'm like, I actually need to use it like this. And even that looks great, right? If you've just figured out that it's bliss, um, then it's not such a bad experience for the kids. Maybe, I don't know, babes, fucking have mercy on me if I sound like an arrogant. See, this is the problem, is healthy people to narcissists, healthy people and confident people and people who are just confident and happy with themselves, they don't like that. They consider that, nah, we don't have time for you. You seem to be out of order and you're not following directions. Come over here to us sick ass fucks! Stick me with this and let me have my Kool-Aid and fucking brush with fluoride. And what are you gonna do about it, you? Oh, hi, Jesus, is that you? God. Let's drink some of your blood. That makes sense. Why? Because it's healthier than anything else than yours? Probably.